Church. This video, Tourism Our Way, is about our people making strong commitments to the tourism industry. We need to think about leadership by owners, be it community or individuals, implementing and managing change into their organisations, consulting both the customers and the staff. Working this way improves for management and projects and strengthens our Aboriginal culture and spiritualism. It will also help us to tell other people about Aboriginal life and provide for the future and jobs we want for our young people. In this video, we will talk about many important things you need to know, and I urge you to watch and listen to the message Tourism Our Way gives you about improving your business.
Most young businesses have been built on an idea or dream. It is important to form a clear vision. If you don't know where you are going, it is likely that you will end up somewhere different from where you wanted to go. Many people think that our ancestors wandered in our lands without a place to go, when in fact they knew exactly where to go and they find bush tucker and water. Without knowing this, we wouldn't have survived 70,000 years. Like we know our way, in business, this approach is called a vision. To write this down, you must decide some basic things. These include: who does the tourism business exist for and why? What is it exactly that we do or want to do? Where is the business going? Where is the market telling us to go? Where do the people that own the business want to go? How will it get there, and what tools do we need? Without knowing your direction, you may lose your way. We used to record things traditionally. In business, we should record things in a different way. First, you write down what you want to achieve. This is called strategic planning. It explains the path in more detail. This is different to an action plan, which records what you should do. A strategic plan contains many things. You should ask yourself a lot of questions. In this plan, you want to record in more detail the path you will take and the goals you want to achieve. All of these things put together and prepared is called a SWOT. SWOT means an analysis of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. A SWOT analysis helps you decide what is best to do. For instance, a SWOT helps you build on your strengths, correct weaknesses where possible, assess opportunities and take action, and keep an eye on your threats and plan how to remove them. You should always consult others. Find and use the people that know what they are doing, like people that decide the direction of the business, people running the business, bankers and financial advisors, people that have specialised expertise like you or your local tourism association. Always seek guidance and don't be embarrassed to get help. The things you want to show people or the things that you make are products or services. All tourism businesses sell products or services. Your strategic plan should list your products, whether it is service, culture, art or clothing. You cannot have clear strategies unless you understand your products. It is important that you go back and revisit your products. You know what you have done in the past and what has worked. You should refresh your products or create new ones. This is called product innovation. This does not mean that you lose the nature of the product. You simply package or put it together differently. For example, if you have a piece of artwork that sells well, you can also put this on mugs, bags or umbrellas. If you are a tour operator, you can add new things and take old ones out of the tour. For example, you could add in a new stop or location or take a different route. It is very important to keep the product fresh in the eyes of the people selling your product. Keep them interested. They are always looking for new things. They may well be the same as the old things. The product should look different and be presented differently. Another area to think about is technology. It is about making sure that you use technology to get what you need done. This may be as simple as making sure that you have a telephone system that can cope with the incoming calls to take bookings or orders. It may be computers, environmental or water systems, or alternate energy technologies. It is important to get the right technology for your business. In your strategic plan, you must set out what technology you need, why you need it, how much it costs, how are you going to buy it, and what is it going to do for you. Many people in tourism forget that they are there to service the customer. You should always be focused on the customer's needs, and these needs are always changing. Decide what standard of service you are going to give. You should do this so that when you explain your product to the market knows what they are getting, and that you can deliver the promise you are making to the customer. You should deliver the product you promote. If you can't deliver because of weather problems or access to sacred sites, you must tell the agent or supplier so this can be explained to the customer. This will guarantee that the customer will always get the service they are paying for. A good tip to remember is to exceed customers' expectations. Always have something extra, even if it is stopping to share a cup of billy tea. Some important rules are always saying thanks. Find out what the customer liked and didn't like. Always make the customer feel special. This can be done in a number of ways. You can have a yarn, give them a free pass for your next visit, or ask them to fill in a questionnaire. The important thing is to collect information on the customer's feelings. It is about having tools to help you change and improve your service and products. Remember, always record the information and discuss it with your workers. If you don't change and improve, one day you may have no customers and no business. It also affects your workers and makes their job harder and less fun. Knowing who your customers are is important. This includes things like what country did they come from, who are your customers, male, female, and their age, how they heard about you, who did they buy your products from, and how did they get to you, by bus or air. This knowledge will tell you where to invest your marketing dollars, the best type of marketing to do, the best people to sell your products and services, and how effective your marketing is. If you are investing money on newspaper advertising, but your bookings are coming through your brochures, then ask, why am I investing money on newspaper advertising? You should record this for as long as the business runs. The more information you have, the better the picture you can draw about how the business is going. Can you see how all of these things are linked? Nothing happens by itself. If one part fails, it hurts the business. If all the parts are working together, then you will find that the business becomes much easier to run because you know how you are going to deal with problems that occur. Marketing can sometimes be misunderstood. It means to find out what people want, helping them to find it and deliver it to them. Marketing includes things like promotion, distribution, packaging, product development or pricing. You may not understand many of these names, but you probably do many of them already, every day. You just need to start putting it all together in a plan. Having information is the key to good marketing. If you don't have good information, you will probably waste your money. You must do it right the first time, so it must be planned. Before you invest money on a brochure, you have to know how it is going to be sent out and who is going to get it. The money you invest on a brochure must bring you more business. Selling is different from marketing. It is often not done by the business, but by someone else. For example, a travel agent, wholesaler, inbound agent, etc. It is important to treat these people like customers. You should have a product strategy. All of your products need to be recorded. Then they need to be packaged so that they become better products. Packaging means taking certain parts of a product or service and putting it together, sometimes with someone else's product or services, even competitors. For example, you may have a restaurant and may form a package with a bus company. Your wholesaler, inbound or travel agent will expect a fee for selling your products. This is called a commission. Your products should have this commission built into the price. This makes sure that both you and the agents know what they will get for selling your product. If done carefully, this picture will make sense and may show weaknesses in your product range. Once you have done this, you need to sit down and work out how you are going to sell the product. You should not make any of these decisions until you understand and have recorded all the things that you have to sell. Once you have written your strategic plan, customer strategy and marketing plan, you must start to look at how your workers are going to be able to deliver the service and meet the goals in your plans. All of the information you have put together gives you an understanding of what skills your workers need. This may include having to improve their personal or work skills, customer service skills, management skills, or business skills. You need to know what training you need so you can plan and work out how they are going to be trained, who is going to train them, when are they going to be trained, and how much it is going to cost. With this information, you can write a plan and work out how much money and time you will need. As your workers' skills get better, so will the standards of service. Both you and your business customers will notice this, and your business and profits will improve. Remember, just because the standards go up, it doesn't mean that you stop training. In fact, it means your training is succeeding and you need to work out what else you can do. Good communication is very important. Businesses work best when all levels of management and workers are involved in the process of running the business. Nobody should be left out. Everybody needs to understand where they are going and what is expected of them. If you do not tell a person about what they are supposed to be doing and give them the responsibility and the skills to do it, then you shouldn't be surprised if they fail. Quality control means having guidelines or rules that say what you can and can't do. These are also called policies. Because of our culture, some of these can never be written down. The ones that relate to the tourism business need to be written down. For example, employment rules, safety rules, or money matters. These guidelines and rules protect the business. With good policy, the business can grow strong because it has a good foundation. You must also develop procedures. These are the explanations of how things should be done. If you run a cafe and certain things must happen each day, then these things need to be recorded step by step so that the person responsible knows what to do. This creates a written standard. If you do not have a written standard, then the product quality will be different every time. This is really important because your tourism business is affected by certain laws. For instance, if you produce a brochure, you must be able to deliver the product for the entire life of the brochure. This is really important because your tourism business is affected by certain laws, and understanding all of these things is essential to the success of your company. We have covered a lot in this video. Understanding all of these things will make your business stronger and more profitable. You may want to watch this video a couple of times and make some notes. Good luck in tourism, our way.
Black bean, striped, yellow wool.
We hope you have enjoyed the video. All of the things we have learnt will lead us to best practice. In running a business, these skills are important, and with this knowledge, we hope to make our business strong, and over time it will improve performance and job security. It will take time and lots of hard work, but with the right help, you can do it. Remember to read the booklet that comes with this video. It will give you contacts for assistance to help be strong with tourism our way. We'll see you again sometime in the future. Thanks.